Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us. My name is Wanjala John, a senior trainer with Africa 118 in collaboration with Google Digital for Africa. So kindly confirm, I can see so many people have already joined us. So kindly confirm if you are able to hear me loud and clear, and also if you are able to see my screen clearly on your side. I'm being joined in today with my colleague Winnie Anastasia, who will be our moderator for the session. So feel free to engage as much as possible on the chat box. So feel free just to tell us your name, where you are joining us from, and some of the things that you are looking up to for this particular webinar. And just maybe as an icebreaker, I would like to see your energy levels in a measure of 1 to 5. If your energy level is 1, let me know. If it is 5, 5 being the maximum and 1 being the least. So just feel free, just familiarize yourself with the chat box, and let me get to see your energy levels even before we start. So feel free, guys, just to share your name, and also in a rate of 1 to 5, let me see your energy levels where you are, so that I know it has been a busy day for some of you, and joining us this evening, it is something that I really appreciate. So feel free to share this with your colleagues, and I'll be glad just to proceed. So as I wait, as my norm, I like saying hi to the first people who are in the room, and I can see we started by having Museveni Media all the way from Zimbabwe, Faral Museveni all the way from Zimbabwe. How is Zimbabwe doing? Thank you for joining us. And then I see also Eli Lagat joining us all the way from Kapsabet. I see Mary Mbuti, I see Alice, I see Sami Shege, I see Daniel Odiambo. Guy, I love this. This is good energy. I see Alice is at 5 energy level. Guys, I'm waiting to see your energy levels. Is it at 1? Is it at 2? 5 being the maximum, and then 1 being the least, so that I can easily now proceed with this particular webinar. So for all those who are joining us outside Kenya, feel welcomed, and also just tell us how is the weather there in where you are joining us from, and I'll be glad to proceed. So just looking at Museve saying he's able to hear me loud and clear, and also seeing Benson Mudi from Kirinyaga. Thank you very much, guys, for joining in, and keep engaging my moderator, Winnie. Just respond to some of the questions and some of the concerns that I'll be pointing out. She will be posting them on the chat, and feel free so that we can easily know how you're feeling, and also your expectations for this particular webinar. So as you can see on your screen, guys, we are going to focus more on how to build your brand and sell online. So when you're talking about building your brand and sell online, what exactly are we looking at? So are we trying to focus more on your brand as a person, or are we also going to focus more on how to sell online? You find so many people, when you go online, the first thing you think is about making money, and making money is good, yes, but as a business person, what do you think should be effective for you to understand how to build your brand and sell online? So in a matter of time, I'll just be showing you what a brand is, and also at the end of this particular show, you'll be in a position to know how best do you need to sell online. So just looking at the responses coming in, I see Cliff live from Clausthal. Thank you very much. And also I see energy level of Daniel is at 4.5. I see Mary Mbuti energy is at 3. That's an average. Thank you, guys, for sharing your energy levels. So I hope my voice, or maybe if wherever you are joining us, just find yourself a cup of coffee or maybe a drink, so that it can also boost your energy level to 5. For those who are 5, keep maintaining it, and let us hit the road with this particular discussion. So today, I want us to focus our discussion in 3 main agendas. That is one being, how do you establish your brand online? And by the end of this particular webinar, I would expect each one of you to be in a position to understand how best, as a person, as a business person, how best can you establish your brand online. And then the second thing is how to develop your e-commerce offering. So at this particular webinar, we are going to see some of the various e-commerce platforms that are there. What are some of the things that you need to know as a business person or as any person who is on the online market? What do I need to put in place so that I can get an effective e-commerce site? And then lastly, we are going to see how do you utilize social media to drive sales. I know some of you are on WhatsApp groups, or you are on Facebook groups, you are on Instagram groups, where you are in a position to chat with other people. So how best can you use those social media platforms to just have everything right and hit the road? So without further ado, I'll just start our discussion. And let me start by this. How do you currently market your business as a person? If you've ever done a business, and business starts at an early level. The first time I heard the word business, I was thinking of how best can I just make good use of the capital or of the money that I have so that I can gain more. So how do you market this? And for those who have ever been in an entrepreneurship class, you'll be told it is the value that you are selling and it is not the product. It is not the service. What value is it in there for you? So when you understand what you want to market online, the first thing that you need to ask yourself is, what value are you taking out there? And the big question now comes here: if you're online, how do you do the marketing so that people can buy the value and not even just buy the product, but buy the value? So that people will not look at the price, but they will now concentrate on the value. So keep your responses coming in on the chat, and I'll be glad to see some of your responses and see how many people have ever marketed online. Let me start our discussion with how to establish a brand online. The moment you hear the word brand, what comes to your mind? Feel free to tell us. The moment you hear a brand, if it's a person, for those who are in business, if you are in this particular sector, which particular brand is out there that you really admire? If you are in the fashion industry, if you are in the farming industry or the agriculture industry, which particular brand is is on the online platform that you really admire? So looking at this, you can be in a position to understand, or maybe just have a feel of how best can I structure myself as a person or as a business. So we have two concepts here. One, either you can build a brand as a person, as a public figure. Two, you can build a brand as a business. So feel free to share with us, how best have you ever built your brand? And there's what people do say: a good name is better than riches. So if you have a good name out there, if people have good insights about your business, it will be a very advantageous to your business. So when you're talking about having a good name, that is all about brand. A brand is not just about the behavior. It also entails the logo. It also entails how you talk, how the character of how you carry out yourself, and it involves a lot of things. So by the end of this particular session, I would expect each one of you, maybe at your free time, just pick up your phone, go on Google search and type in, start with your name. Type in your name, your physical or your official name on the Google search, and look at the responses that you receive that truly reflect on you. If you have a common name that everybody has, try look for the username that you are using on the online platform. What will people see about you? Are you proud about the images? Are you proud about the results that you see? So once you see those things that pop up on the Google search, you'll be in a position to understand somebody who has never seen you. This is the information that they acquire online about you. So for example, if I've never seen you and I want to know who is do, I will just go online, type Sarah Munyi, or maybe type Museveni Media, and I will be in a position to see, what does he do? What does he involve himself? What is something outstanding that you've ever done? So let us just take note of that, and you will understand what it means. What are some of the benefits that are brought to a business by going online? There are so many benefits that come to a business. Number one thing, and I would also want you to share, if you take your business online, you are taking it to the public. So many people can find it online. So many people can easily interact with you online. If you even take yourself on an online platform, you as a person, you'll get friends who are interested in your personality, who are interested in the activities that you are doing, and with that you can easily build a community online that who have the same or maybe common goals, and be able to just work out something and have benefit as to you as individuals or to you as a business. So what are some of the benefits that you as a person you've ever gotten online, and also you as a business you've ever gotten online? So feel free to share such comments on the chat, and I'll be glad to just look at them and see what you guys are saying. As you do that, let me just give you some statistics so that you can understand why building your brand is very key. And when you're talking about this, here is why businesses go online. You find in a year, around 1.7 billion people bought goods and services on online platform. That was just last year. 1.79 billion people. That is a number. When you're talking about business, you love to talk about numbers. How much money are you getting? How much am I going to give, and how much am I going to receive? So looking at that, look at the second statistics. 97% of people who shop online, you'll find that they do search for the services or products online as compared to elsewhere. If I tell you now, you need to find yourself a laptop, and then I ask you, which laptop would you go for? I don't know what your response will be. The first thing you'll ask me is, where should I go? And if you're on online platform, you can find within a matter of seconds, you've surveyed, you've looked at this price at this particular e-commerce site, and I'm going to show you how people do that. And then when you go out there, you look more informed, and you'll be in a position to understand which is the best option as a buyer or as a seller that you can settle for when you want to get the value out of that. So having said that, guys, let me just highlight some of the benefits that businesses get by going online. And I see Sami Shege saying wide range of potential customers. That's very true. And also I see the CEOs share following. Thank you very much, guys, for joining. So feel free to share some of the benefits that you get as a business when you're online. I'll just categorize my responses into 5. And 1, you can easily go online to research on competitors. When you're talking about competitors, some competitors cannot easily tell you what they do, or they cannot freely unveil their secret to you. So you can easily just do your research online, and by the tools that you have online, you'll be in a position to know this person is doing this. What can I add so that I can get this? And then the second thing, also you can, whatever Samuel Shege was talking about, it gives you a wide reach to customers. So when you're talking about reach, how many people can you reach out there? What will it attribute to your business? And then the key thing is now the marketing part of it, which is just advertise. When you're talking about advertisement, so many people confuse marketing and advertisement. Marketing is the umbrella thing, and advertisement is just a branch in marketing. So all these will fall under marketing, but advertisement is just a single component on it. And then we also have you as a business, you can also buy products, or you can also sell products, and we shall see how you can buy and also sell when we are talking more about e-commerce platform. So up to there, those are some of the advantages that businesses get when they go online. And I just want to now go deeper on how do you build an online presence as a business. In this digital era, you find out that so many businesses, and looking at the current pandemic that the whole globe is facing, find so many businesses have resolved in going online. And when they go online, the first question is, which platform works best? And you ask yourself, what have you considered before you come to that particular decision? So you need to ask yourself, Am I going to do this and not do this because I've seen it is working for so and so, or am I going to change into this? So looking at that, you need to understand different platforms which are available and what is it giving to you as a business before you go online. And here I'm just going to share at least four. By the end of this particular session, I would expect each one of you to understand what a website is, how can you build your own website using the templates available, and also the social media platform being the second one. Are you going to use the Facebook? Are you going to use the Twitter? Are you going to use the Instagram? There's various social media platforms that you can do marketing. And then also we have the online directory. We are going to see an example of Yellow Pages there. We see how have they been doing it, how does the site looks like, how are you supposed to register yourself on an e-commerce on an e-commerce platform, and also how best can you just have an online listing of your business. Having said that, guys, I don't know where you stand as a business person. Do you want a website? And also, do you need a social media platform? Have you listed yourself on an online directory? And do you have an e-commerce platform? If you look at this in the chain that I've just given, it means you as a business, you can have all these together as one. And the moment you are talking about this, you need to all these together as one. You need to emphasize and know what is working best and what is not working for you. Just to give also some numbers when we are talking about e-commerce. Looking at e-commerce, I know there's Amazon, there is Jumia, and we're just going to look at those examples in a few. And let me start by asking this. Do you know what it means saying 400 million internet users are in Africa? And when you're looking at Africa itself, there are usually three main states in Africa that people focus in. That is Kenya, Nigeria, and South Africa, having the huge registration in mobile internet users. And 80% of people who access online content are accessing using mobile phones. So you as a business person, how will you get your information to these people who have mobile phones? So you have to understand, as a business, am I strategically placed to reach this particular online audience? And that is why we have to look at these numbers and understand if 10% of the global sales would be gotten out of an e-commerce platform, why should you miss as a business? And then looking at the revenue that has been generated out of the e-commerce sites, why should you miss that? And remember, this is just an add-on to what you are doing on the offline. So many people come and ask me, why should I go online, do this and that, and still I can easily get the same out of the online platform? This is an add-on. So I usually tell them it is an add-on to what you are doing on the offline site. So feel free, guys, just let me know some of the e-commerce sites that you've ever interacted with on the chat, and I'll be glad to see your responses. So I see there are a number of e-commerce sites that I'm going to share with you. And when we are talking about e-commerce, remember we are looking at how to build an online presence as a business. Is it a website? Is it a social media? Is it a business directory? Or is it an e-commerce site? Those are our four key main focus areas. So just breaking it down so that you can understand all these that I'm talking about. An e-commerce platform allows businesses to manage their website, do marketing, sales, and operation all in one place. So you can easily find that somebody is in a position to have marketing techniques on an e-commerce site. Somebody is able to tell people what do they deal with on an e-commerce site. You can also have the checkout box where people can easily transact with you on the e-commerce site. And an example being Amazon. Amazon is one of the biggest online retailer, and it allows individuals and businesses just to sell and display their products for online purposes. And if you go at your free time and just observe how Amazon began, they never began so big. So as a business, this should be an encouragement to you where you are in a position just to look at things and see how things are working and how best can you improve? Let me just go to Konga is another e-commerce site that is famous in Nigeria. And then also we have Jumia in Nigeria and some parts of East Africa. So in Kenya also, we have Jumia, and also some being like Kilimall. We have Bidobuy, also we have Gigi.ng, and also we have Gigi.ke. So looking at those kind of sites, how do you respond to them? And I just want to give you I also see eBay and also Amazon. So tell us which some of the common e-commerce sites that you know. And I just want to share with you if you've never had a feel of either of them. Just confirm to me that you are able to see my screen. So when just a minute. I just want you to confirm that you are able to see my screen. So this is an account on Amazon, and you can easily see how it looks like. So this is Amazon and delivered to Kenya. So the moment you sign up and have an account, you can easily look through the sites. So these are people who are just doing their marketing. So by a look, I can easily see what is in there for me. So when I want to see category, shop by category, I can see if I want computer and accessories. I can also see different types of products that are being sold on Amazon. And also I can see different languages, currencies, secure payments, estimated import fees, all these. So when you are interested in any of them as a business person, how best can you just even have such a site where people can interact? And just to show you, also if you want to see today's deals, you can just click here and be in a position to look at the deals that are there for the day. So if you want to buy something, I know online shoppers being people who love deals, you can easily come look at the price and just add it. Look at the details. If you are interested in bath linen, you can just click on that and it will redirect you and show you that this is what it goes for. And also you can look at the deals and just compare, and then you can add it to the cart and be able to just shop for that particular item. So you can easily scroll down. That is Amazon for you. And even if you want to go to Jumia, you can also come to Jumia. Just showcase Jumia in a short while so that you can see how also it looks like, and you'll find it's pretty much the same with what I'm talking about on Amazon. So this is Jumia for you. So you can easily see Jumia products. So if I'm looking at some of the products that are there, you can easily just look at them, be able to check them out and see what interests your eyes. And if you want to buy, you can click on any. If maybe I'm looking for a jacket to put on, I can click on it and be able to look at the product itself and analyze. You can choose the size, you can see the price, and it shows you it is 38% off. So you can easily add it to the cart when you hit this button, and you'll be able to just have it on your cart. Either you can pay with cash or pay on delivery, depending on the category. Also, if you scroll down, you can also see the information about that particular product. So at a nutshell, somebody can easily see how does this thing look like even before I make a purchase. So you as a business person, what do you learn when I show you these particular sites? It means even if you are putting a picture online, what added information, what value is it going to give to the customer? And you need to understand how best am I going to do this? So when we are talking about e-commerce sites, just feel free to check them out, look at them and ask yourself, which one do I want to join, and which one can I be in a position to understand how it works and get the best results out of it. The second thing I want us to talk about, and I know, feel free to post your questions in the chat. My moderator Winnie will be in a position just to look at them, and I'll be in a position to answer. I also see some of the comments saying Jumia and Gigi, Alibaba in India. Those are good sites. So all those are some of the e-commerce sites that you can check them out. And then talking about online business directories, I don't know how many here have ever checked these sites. And when you're talking about an online business directory, it's just a website which lists businesses based on their category and also based on their location and sizes. So it depends with the niche in the market. So many people you find, for example, if I'm new in a particular area, if I'm in Zimbabwe, for example, or maybe Uganda, I'll be in a position to ask myself, which is the best marketing industry in Uganda? So if you've never listed your business online, it will not appear. And we have some examples as Yellow Pages and Africa Business Pages. So we are going to see how you are going to do this. And just to have your business listed, you just need to register your business details, have the contact details there, also choose the business sector, and also choose the region where you are in. So having all these online, you find the integration will automatically show up, and people will be in a position to see where your business is located and how it operates. I just want to show you an example for those who maybe have never interacted with this, so that you can see what I'm talking about. So in Kenya, I know we have a site called Yellow Pages. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. And when you look at it, this is how it looks like. So this is yellowpages.com, and you can easily see the illustration. So if you are looking for a business, you can come here, type here, I'm looking for fashion boutique. For example, that is the name. So if I'm looking for a boutique, which location is it located? I'll say Nairobi, and then I do my search. When I do this, it will take time, and because the name boutique is not precise, it will go through the all content and now bring me all the results that have been listed on this online directory that have got the name boutique, as you can see on your screens. So I can easily see there's Anjo's boutique along Nairobi, that is DT House Plaza. So if you've not listed your business here, you'll find it will not appear. So customers might miss on you. So if also your information here is not correct, you'll find you'll not be able to be seen by your potential clients. So you can see it is on page 1, that is page 2, based on the searches that I'm doing. So you can easily see from page 1 to 10, have you appeared as a business? You can see I have Annex Boutique, and from there you can easily know what particular thing should I do to have my business here. And just even if you want to advertise, you can click on the plus button and be able to advertise here, and just say your business name. For example, this is a test. I'll say ABC Company. And then which industry are you in? So if you are in the training industry, you can say I'm in the education or training. This is just an example how you can have you listed. Contact person, I can say I'm the contact person. And then when you scroll down, the phone number will be here, so that they can get in touch with you and get to know the necessary information. And once you submit, they will get in touch with you, get the information, what do you want to do, and you'll have your business being portrayed on their sites. Also, if you just want to have a quick call, you can just come on this button, click on it, and also be able to talk to them if you do not want them to talk to you. And if you do not want to go for that particular longer process and you want to list it directly, you can come to this plus button that is underneath here. You see the pop-ups. This is the business categories that are available, and also there is a plus button that shows you to list your business. So if you want to list your business without all those calls, you can just tap on the plus button and it will show you what you need to enter. So it will now automatically bring you to a page that you'll fill in the details. They will review the details, verify with you, and you'll be in a position to have your listing showcased to people. So I just see your reactions, and for the directories, we have yellow pages, and also we have Africa business pages. So if you want just to get this, just type yellow pages on your web browser, you'll be able to get it, and then also Africa business pages. And then you will start the registration process. You can also just get in touch with them, get to know what they want from you, and you'll be in a position to display what is available. So as a business person, all these things are not expensive. And as we proceed, you'll be in a position to understand these are just the basics that I'm sharing with you. So you can be rest assured that the information I'm giving you will be a plus to what exactly you are doing as a business person at this particular moment. So that is basically how to get to your online directory. Now to a third thing that it was now the key thing when you are talking about social media. I know talking about WhatsApp here will look now. Nowadays even phones come with WhatsApp. So anybody who is not on WhatsApp, they feel like, okay, fine, I'm missing a lot. So the first thing you get a new phone, you'll find anybody saying, let me just have my account and I'll have all the backed up information that I did save on my drive. So the same procedure comes with a Facebook page, or with a Twitter, with a LinkedIn, or with the Instagram pages that you're having. So we have a page. So if you just want to create a page, you can go to Facebook profile, and I'll be able to show you this. Sign up, add pictures, create your username, and then add business details. So once you do that, you'll be in a position to know how best am I going to market myself. And even before, as I wait for your questions, let me just share with you how to go about that, so that you can easily know how best can I structure myself as a business person. So when you're doing this, I'll just show you how to create a page and be able to reach out to your audience as a person. So this is an example. Confirm that you can see my screen. So if this is your Facebook page, what you need to do, you need just to you locate the profile at the top, depending with the current Facebook that you're using. There's a plus button here, and there's a messenger here, and you can easily see the notifications and other account options that you have. So locate the plus button here, click on it, on the create button. Once you click on that, you'll be in a position now to see the options here. So you can easily see, if you scroll down, if you want to create a Facebook ad, you can click on ad. If it's a group, you can click a group. If it's an event, you can click an event. But as a business, before you do anything, after having a Facebook profile, the first thing, you must have a profile. Let us be clear on this. So you must register yourself on Facebook. And then from there, click on the page. It will bring you to this page now. So this is an empty page. It has nothing. So what you need as a business person is to scroll down and make sure that you enter what business name do you want to use. So you scroll and you look at it. So create a page. You can look at it. So here, page information needed. If you want to say this is a test, you can come and say test page. And then category. Which category are you in? So if again it is training, you just say training, and then it will show you, is it a computer training? Is it an art school? Let me choose an art school now. And then here you need to choose at least 3 so that Facebook, Facebook has got a lot of audience. So you need at least to choose 3. So when I say again training, you'll find I'll say it's an art school. Again, it's a computer training school. And then if I say training at least 3, I can also say it's a private school. So somebody might know this is a private school. Yes, it deals with computer and also it deals with art. After saying that, it will give you options. Once you see the green marks, you'll be in a position to know this is what is there. And then here's where you describe your business. So you put at least 250 words, best description of how your business should be represented. So you can say we deliver high quality, this is just an example, high quality skills to you. And then you create the page. Once you hit the create the page button, you'll be in a position now to come and input more information. So you need, this is an empty, this has been created now. So you save the details and now be able to start making your page. So you can easily see, connect it to WhatsApp. So if you have a WhatsApp for business, here's where you link it with your number. You can just input your number if you want. And then also if you have a website, you can scroll down, get more messages with that, and then sign up. But this is just a test, guys. I don't want to go all that methods for now. And then, are you sure you want to leave? I'll just say leave because I'm just showing you guys. And then here is where now you enter your username, the way I was talking about. You see it's an art school. And then also you can add a button. What button do you want? Do you want people to follow? Do you want people to view? Do you want them to book? So if you do want them to get a quote based on your category of business, do you want them to call you the moment they log into your page and like you? Do you want them to call you? So you can choose variety of the buttons that you want. So you can easily include follow, and then you can also now edit the button once you've gotten enough followers, and then you can easily start adding more pictures to it. You can easily add a picture here. You can click on add a picture, put on your logo and also the cover photo so that it can look more authentic and attract people. Once you do that, now you also need to promote it so that people can interact with you. And then the more you share and invite it with your friends, you'll be in a position to get the best out of it. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to go far with Facebook, but I think if you have any question, feel free to share the questions with us and we'll be in a position to answer you. I hope you've tried to understand what an e-commerce site is. You've looked at the online directory, and also we've seen a social media page and how it looks like. If there are no questions, keep them coming in and my moderator will be in a position just to respond to them. How do you now develop an e-commerce offering? As the term suggests, we've looked at e-commerce. Now we want to see how do you develop it. The first thing we are looking at building a brand and having the online numbers, and also how can you now just sign in to an online platform. The second thing that I wanted us to discuss today is how do you develop now the e-commerce site. So looking at this, first one thing you need to do, pick a domain. A domain is the name or address that customers can access your website. The same way we're just looking at Amazon, we're just looking at Jumia, we are looking at Facebook. That is the domain. So as a business person, ask yourself, what is my domain? The moment you hear domain, we also have Google domains, and also you've got other kinds of domains. And when you want to source the name of a domain, there are different ways that you can do this. Number one, we have sites. That is that you can easily register a domain on and have it up and running. We have Domain King, we have Bluehost, and these are some of the sites that you can just go online and just type in and get to understand the information around them and be in a position just to see what are their offers, what are their packages, and what is suitable for you as a business person. And then from there, now, after getting a name or a domain name, you now need to build your site. Here's now where we talk about coding. Are you a coder? No, it does not mean that you need to be a coder for you to build your site. It's just like a template. The same way I was building the Facebook page is the same way you can also build a website. And I'll show you in a few how you can build a website, maybe using Google My Business. And it is very simple process. So, ladies and gentlemen, just understand here is where we are talking about templates. And these templates, how best do we use them? Is it a landscape one? What font am I using? How are the writings made? So that you can easily understand, am I going to use Wix? Am I going to use Squarespace? Or am I even going to use a free one-pager Google My Business website? And by the end of this particular webinar, you'll understand that these particular sites that I've mentioned come with a already designed for particular categories. So if you say you are in fashion industry, they have a template that best suits that. And then the third thing you need to do is to upload your content. What content do you want to upload? Are you going to use the text messages? Are you going to use the images? Are you going to use the videos, so that you have everything up there? And then understand how to do this. So let me just finish this, and then I'm going to show you an example on how to build a site. So just stay tuned, guys. Don't worry about that, and let your questions come in, and I'll be glad just to respond to them. So all I want to do is just share with you how to have a website on Google My Business. And here's where, let me just show you this. How can you build a free website using Google My Business? And this is very simple. So just look at my screen, confirm that you are able to see it. So I'll come to a new tab, and then I'll locate my, let me just increase my font for those who will not be able to see it. I don't know, confirm if you are able to see my screen well. Yeah. And then once I've increased my font, you see the 9 dots here. I'll click on this, and then I'll choose Google My Business. So this is a free one-page site that comes when you list your business on Google My Business. So once I click on it, I'll be able to get my listing. So assume this is the verified one. I now want to build my site. What I'll need to do, I just scroll down to website section. You see where the website is? Click on it, and then this is the template. So it's creating my site, and I can easily edit this. So it is still not published yet. So I can easily say I want to now create it. So I'll scroll down, and I'll say I want to edit the header photo. What photo do you want to put it? So you can drag a photo and put it here. If also now I want to change anything, I can come here. I say I want to change the name, but the name should not be something, and this is the domain name that you took. So if it is the ABC company that we had, I can just come and write ABC Co, and then it will be .business.site, and then I change the name. So it will tell you the name is valid or not. So after doing that, also you can come to more, and now be in a position just to publish it, and also do the site settings. So you can also change your site and just be able to get everything. And if you want also to edit the background, you see the edit button here, click on it, and then you can be in a position to edit even the button. If you don't want the get quote, you can just tap on this and say you want it to be contactors. So it becomes contactors. So you have options. If you want people to get direction or make appointment, depending on your business category, and then you will put the appointment link there. After that, also, if you want to change the headline from that to ABC, you see I'm doing the edits. And then also you can scroll down and be able to change the header. How do you want the header to look? And how do you want the body for the particular site to look like? After getting done with that, you just save your settings, and then also you can change the color and the font that you are looking for. So if you want it to be this, you can change it and it will show you. If you want Azure, it will show you. If it is Acer, it will show you. And I can easily pick this and now say I publish it. So you see the colors are changing, and you can easily now just be in a position to have your site up and running after publishing. So guys, feel free just to share with me some of the questions that you have. And the same applies with Wix and the Squarespace. There's nothing complex in that. So just feel free to check them out, and you'll be in a position to get the best out of that. So how now do you get the best practice when creating content for your website? And number one, prioritize your audience. Who are your audience? How are you dealing with them? The second thing, research on what your competitors are doing online. What are they doing that I can incorporate into mine so that it can be looking unique and advantageous? And then number three thing is learn how to have search engine optimization basics. Here's where now you also interlink some of the important links that boost the ranking on the search page. And later on in our future discussions, I will show you how to do this. And just having all that done, now we remember we are looking at the e-commerce. You've got the name, you build the site, and now also you've uploaded the content. Now we want to go far and beyond to just add some plugins. You saw Jumia, you saw Kilimall, you saw Gigi, they have some plugins. Here is where you can easily have a promotional code, you can have a checkout box, and also multiple payment options towards the last stage. And here's where you can easily go to these particular sites and be able to just click on WooCommerce or Easy Digital Downloads and be able to download these particular sites, that these particular plugins that I've mentioned in the previous slide. So also if you want email integration, they have those particular options, and you can easily just interlink it so that the moment a client does anything on the particular site, then you'll be in a position to get a notification email on your end. So just feel free, guys, and post some of the questions that you have, and I'll be just giving a tip on how we can boost our search engine marketing skills when we are businesses. And as I began earlier, I remember I said 80% of people use on mobile phones to access online content. So as a business person, you need to ask yourself, is my site mobile friendly? Because 2.41 billion people use online through their mobile phones. And also looking at that, you'll find a lot of statistics say if your website loads slowly, it means you will not be able to get the right audience. So we actually have a tool that you can visit. You can just go to g.co/test my site and be able to get the speed of your website. And just to show you how to go to that site so that you can get the best, just to show you how to get to that, how to check a mobile speed site. You just come to your browser and then type test my site with Google. Test my site with Google. So you see the first ad that you'll see here is Google test my site, slow site limits your business. Click on it and it will take you to all the tools that are important to you as a business person online. And this is what we call your toolbox. You know, when I used to grow up, the moment I hear a toolbox, the moment you come to your laptop, you could see this is the toolbox, this is the toolbar, this is the tool. So the moment you get a tool, you need to understand what are some of the things that as a business person, when I go online, what do I need to know how to use? You cannot say you are in a medicine class and you do not even know how to use a microscope. You cannot say you are a carpenter and you don't know how to use a pencil and a ruler to take measurements. So when you are an online marketer, also you cannot be an online marketer and you do not know how to use a digital marketing toolbox. So if the first thing somebody asks you, do you know your toolbox? You're like, tool what? Toolbox. So when you're talking about a toolbox, be very precise. What am I asking for? Is it mobile friendly? And is the roadmap okay? So just feel free to go to that site. And then if you come to test my site here, this is what I wanted to show you guys. It will open a link where you can easily test the domain that you did create. So before you even share your e-commerce site, just come and type in www.safaricom, let us assume.com. Is that the Safaricom site? So it will now do the search, and it will do the search in a matter of in which country. Okay, fine. I think the site is wrong, so I'll just choose United States, and then I'll say on 4G, and then I go so that I can easily get the results. So if I look at that, anybody in the United States and they're accessing my site, how long will it take them for them to get that particular result? So you can see it's at 81% down here. And then within a very few minutes, I will be able to see my reports and know how fast is my site. So as a person, before you share any site out there, get to understand how best is my site on 4G and also on 3G. And recently there is also 5G coming up. So once they integrate all these, you'll be in a position to get that. So you see that site is slow. Your mobile site speed is 8.3 and seconds in United States on a 4G connection, and the rating is low. So the moment the Safaricom people go and share this with their website developer, they'll just say, we need to improve our speed because 8.3 is very slow. And you can see anybody on 3G, it will be terribly slow, 12 seconds. So you can know a matter of seconds. You will know how to count seconds. 12 seconds is a lot of time, guys. And that is just how. And if you want to get a full report, click on this and you'll be able to enter your email and pick all those options, and the report will be delivered to you. So feel free, guys, to just share some of the questions that you have, and I'll be glad to respond to them. So I just want to see any question in the room before I go to the last discussion for tonight. I know I'm taking you guys, I'm giving you a lot, and I hope you have time to absorb all that. And feel free, my moderator will be sharing with you some of the links, and also this recording will be available for you people just to rewatch it and just replay it so that you can go slow by slow and get what these particular tools that I was talking about. So talking about social media, I know so many people are on social media, and my interest here is, what strategy are you using? You know, being being somebody who has ever been in a war, you find if you are the leader of a group and you are going to face your opponent or your opponent, the first thing you'll ask yourself, what strategy are we going to do? Even if it's a soccer game, what strategy should we use so that we can beat these tough opponents? So in anything that you do in this world, you need to have a strategy. And there's so many benefits of being on social media. Somebody will say, I'm there so that I can build relationships and network. That is the key thing of any social media. But as a business, how do you stay competitive as you build your relationships? How do you improve your marketing as you do your relationships? How do you even add value to your brand? And how do you generate more sales? Those are some of the key questions as a business you're supposed to ask yourself. So when you're talking about this, one thing that you need to understand is the strategy. And the strategy is outlined in only 5 social steps. And remember, this is social. I hate it when I go on Facebook or Instagram, instead of looking at a business talking to me in a social way, they are just coming there with their pictures and price and say offer, offer, offer. You think we don't know it's an offer? That is just a marketing tip. So know how to talk to your audience, treat them as VIPs, let them know this is what you do. So understand your audience. That is number one. So when you're talking about your audience, who are they? What are they interested in? What are some of the things that influences their decision? And when are they usually online? These are some of the questions that you need to ask yourself as a business person so that you can get the best out of that. After that, ask yourself, what are my business goals as a business person? How do I need to give this valuable product to my customers? What will be the benefit of them getting this? Now, do I need to grow my brand awareness? Do I need to generate leads? Do I need to get sales? So that you are very clear on your objective online. You know, you find people saying, let me copy whatever my competitor is doing. So the competitor is out building brand awareness on a budget because they know they do not have a lot of traffic. The same you go again, build brand awareness, and already you have a lot of traffic. So your clients who already followed you will just say, this guy is still marketing himself so that people can know him. So understand, what goals do you have, and then after how often do you change to something? That is now the point. Now you come to social platform. What do you need to do on a social platform so that you can get it right? So talking about the social platform, guys, feel free to just understand how that particular platform is going to be of benefit to you as a business. Are you going to use Facebook? Are you going to use LinkedIn? Are you going to use Twitter? So ask yourself, which one will I go for? Test it, learn it, and then try another one. You know, if you just throw everything on all the platforms, you'll not get the best out of it. You'll find that people will be just coming and now and not understanding your strategy. So test Facebook, look at how it performs. Maybe a strategy that failed on Facebook can work on LinkedIn. And then also try different strategies on different platforms so that you can understand what happens. After getting the social platform, now the tone of your voice. You can hear the way I talk to you guys. There are times that I go so high and the times that I go so low. So when you're talking about tone, there's a quite of a joke, and I needed to share this. Sorry for that. You know, somebody at one time, because of the financial crisis, somebody comes to you and asks for money. You know, the moment somebody comes to ask, or maybe to ask for a loan from you, they come in a polite language. Kindly, I have this kind of a problem, and I've looked at some of my friends, and I just so you are the only person who can bail me out. Kindly, I was requesting you to assist me with 5,000 or 10,000, then I'll pay you by the end of the month. You look at them, the way they talk, and you're like, indeed, this guy really needs my help. And because of the tone, you can end up removing your money from wherever it is and giving it to him. So that is step number one. But this is another person who comes to you and tells you, hey there, I need 5,000. I'm in a financial crisis. Will you give me or not? Let me know. Thanks. If somebody tells you that way, you'll just say, is this guy demanding because it is money? The same way comes to marketing. Are you marketing online? You just come online and talk to people on a social platform. Hey guys, I'm marketing this. Either come for this before it ends. You think people will come for that? They won't. What are your brand guidelines? Ask yourself, which logo are you using? Which font? If you text somebody in capital letters, people assume that is shouting. The color that you use, you cannot write a name with red in color unless your theme is red and you are putting it in a good way. And then the tone that you use on your writing matters a lot. And some of the do's and some of the style of images that you use matter a lot. So if somebody just looks at this image, what reflection comes to their thoughts? And then lastly, what do you define as success? So guys, that is what we refer as a social strategy. Number one, remember I said the audience. Who are your audience? What do they do? Number two, business goals. What do you want to build a brand awareness, or do you want to drive sales, or do you want to get leads? Number three, the social platform. Which social platform do you want to go to? Number four, it is the tone of voice. How do you use your writing? How do you use your colors? And which tone do you write on? And then lastly, define what success is. So once you do this, guys, I know you'll go there in and know. Let them say whatever they say, but I know my goal. I'm striving for my goal in this particular site, and I know what I define as success. His success is not my success, because every business, it's at different level. Now, which social media should you use? That is the question that I need to ask. Will you use Twitter? Having said that, because it's a quick fire conversation as a PR tool. If you want a quick fire conversation, go for Twitter. Run polls, use hashtags so that people can get to know who you are. If also you want to build social, will you go to Facebook? How do you want to communicate on Facebook? Look at the image on your screen. What does it reflect? Do you want to do videos and a lot of pictures? Will you go on Instagram? It's very bad when you go on Instagram and you find somebody writing a very long blog post. You're like, I need to have all this information that you've written in images so that it can stick in my mind. And then, do you want to go on LinkedIn so that you can connect with your network? This is a more of a professional site. So, ladies and gentlemen, having said that, I hope all of you have taken note on what I've just shared with you when we are talking about social strategy. Remember, we are talking about one, how to build your brand. What is a brand? We looked at some of the platforms that you can consider. Number two, we came and discussed an e-commerce site. I gave you examples of Amazon, Jumia, and some of the plugins that also you can use. And then lastly, we've looked at social media. How best do you use social media to make it work for you? You need to have a strategy. So feel free, guys, to just let me know if you have any question. And don't forget to tell us how the session was on our feedback form. My moderator, Winnie, will be sharing with you the feedback form. Feel free to tell us what you've liked about the session, some of the improvements that you want us to make, and I'll be glad just to see your responses. And also, feel free also to sign up. This was just a 1 hour session, and feel free to just share with us your name on the certificate form, and we'll be able to generate a certificate for you for just appreciating your time and joining us for this particular webinar. And then don't forget, we also have a link that has got access to a wide range of information, and that is a Google certified certificate. So my moderator Winnie will be sharing with you the links, and you'll be able to just get the best out of that link. And whenever you are trying to do this and you face any difficulty, don't hesitate to follow us on our social media platforms that are on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram. And also feel free also to reach out to us, like this particular video on YouTube, and also subscribe to Africa 118 YouTube channel so that you can be getting alerts whenever we are sharing anything about these particular webinars. So I don't know if there is any question. Let me just look at the chat. I see Alice saying, thank you very much, quite insightful. Thank you, Alice. And also Mary saying, this has been insightful. I'm glad it has made sense to you guys. And I'm just looking at some of your responses. And I'll be glad to see, just to look at your responses. I know, yes, there are links that I'm going to share with you, and also I think my moderator did share. Let me just check that and reshare with you. You can follow us. Those are our social media handles. Just feel free to share with us, like our page, say something about this particular webinar, and also you'll be glad to know whenever. Okay, fine. Again, also just a link where you can study more on whatever I've been discussing on. We have a link where you can get certified. So that is a link that you can also get certified. And also for Sarah, get in touch with the organizers of this particular event. That is Alice, and also you'll be in a position to just get all the resources that you need, and we can also link you up with us and get to verify your business if you need a Google My Business. So and then lastly, also don't forget to sign up to this particular link for your certificate so that you can get certified for just creating time and listening to us. It has been a great pleasure having you. Yes, I see Daniel saying you did fill up for last Wednesday. Do I have to fill it again? Yes. So if you did fill it up for last Wednesday, that was a different webinar. This is a different one. We have series of webinars running through all the week. All the month. And so the moment you join this, you'll be able to just feel free to sign up and you'll get all the certificates that we've shared with you. So for the feedback form, also feel free just to share your feedback and we'll be able to review them and see what you want us to implement. That has been my time, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. So feel free, let us continue to keep safe and also maintain social distance wherever you are going and wear your mask and also sanitize. That has been my time. I've been your lead coach for today. My name is Wanjala John, and it has been a great pleasure having you people. Without you people, this will not be a success. So just have yourself a good evening, and may God bless all of you.